Welcome to What's Growing at CMC, the weekly segment where I, Daniel,
and I, Talasha, share with you about some of what God is growing here at College Mennonite Church.
The youth have focused on reconnecting this year.
Wednesday evening times have been primarily planned and led by youth.
A few weeks ago, we gathered at our house for sledding and a campfire.
And last week, the group enjoyed helping set up the clothing boutique in the church office.
We also have had some meaningful conversations during our Sunday school times.
This past week, they came up with an interesting twist on the morning scripture.
Where your endorphin hit is, there your heart will be also.
Because of the varying realities of the youth in our congregation, a one-size-fits-all approach does not work.
So we have some who are often at youth group on Wednesday evenings, a different crowd on Sundays or Sunday school time, and still more who connect to the congregation in other ways.
If you see a young person in the hallway, stop and talk to them.
Even if they don't show it, your interest in their life will make a difference.
It's a simple part of their faith formation.
And speaking of youth, several of them will be joining in a baptism small group that will meet during Lent.
If you or someone you know is interested in exploring baptism, contact Daniel.
You don't have to be a youth either to be part of this.
All ages are welcome in the small group.
This group is one of several small groups that will meet during Lent.
You have just a couple more days to sign up for a bread and cup small group.
The link for the sign up is in your church email.
These are designed to be an intimate way to walk the Lenten journey in community.
Lent officially begins on Wednesday, March 2nd.
You can come anytime during that day to go through the Ash Wednesday stations in the sanctuary. And
the Ash Wednesday service will be in the sanctuary at 6:30 p.m.
It's hands-on, bilingual, and great for people of any age.
This coming Sunday, you can pick up Lent at Home materials as well.
Again, bilingual. These materials include a daily calendar with prompts for scripture reading and simple activities.
We have a bit of housekeeping today.
You know those church emails we refer to all the time?
You may have noticed one coming through asking you to click on which version of the emails you'd like to receive.
Spanish, English, or both.
Here's the deal. You really want to answer that question.
Because of the way that the program works, you will only be receiving church emails if you respond to that question.
So, if in a few weeks you're thinking, why am I not getting any communication from the church? The answer will be simple.
Because you didn't answer the question about how you wanted to get communication from the church.
If you're not able to respond on the email that came to you already, just contact the church office and they will be happy to assist you.
If you had come into the church office this past Sunday at about 12:30, you may have wondered where you landed.
It was humming with people finding much needed clothing from our new clothing boutique.
Some have asked, are we reinventing the wheel here, doing something that the depot already does?
Why don't we just give families gift cards to go purchase what they need?
Well, it's not quite that simple.
Going to the depot involves finding a ride or borrowing a car.
And it involves being able to do that when the depot is open.
During a huge life transition, when there are many things to be concerned with, it's nice to meet an immediate need in a simpler way.
So, right after coming to worship, folks can come and get enough for today and tomorrow. Enough to keep them warm until they are able to go and get more at the depot.
We often then give people a gift card for the depot so that they can go there at their convenience to get more clothing to fill in the gaps that they couldn't fill.
And when people come and see the clothing, they literally see the love of this church family who loves them before we even know them.
This is one of the ways God clothes the lilies of the field.
On Sunday, looking at all the people helping each other in the church office, I had a moment of thinking, Yeah, this is College Mennonite Church.
There are so many new members of our community right now.
This coming Sunday is an opportunity to get to know those new members of our community.
So come to New Friends at the Hearth at 10:30.
Grab a hot drink, gather around an outdoor heater, and get to know someone new.
We'll help the conversation along with some discussion prompts.
And several people have volunteered to interpret so that we can bridge the Spanish-English language gap.
So bundle up to get to know one another better.
We'll see you soon.
God was, God is, and God will be.
Thanks be to God.
Planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.